alpha test, whatever they want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And we've entered the dungeon. For the first time ever, we've been able to zone to a different place. Just looking around.
There we go.
Where am I?
I was checking. It looks like it's starting up. Ah, neat. Just verifying the validity. All right, we're up and we are good.
Excellent.
Excellent. All right.
So here we are taking a little look inside the first dungeon in Saga of Lucimia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, there'll be no
It
mobs to kill us. Oh,
it
no, I
scored.
just zoned
It's
out.
pretty good.
I went the
Oh,
wrong
where'd you
way.
go?
Oh, there we are.
Oh,
Start
you
again.
went.
There we are. Now I'm out again.
Did you go out the exit?
I did.
Like, I feel like that's the exit. You have to go down.
It was most definitely the exit. I've gone to some water. I think I've gone the wrong way.
Yeah, you left my group, so you zoned out of the instance.
Uh,
There we go.
uh,
Yep.
okay.
They don't have a zone wall in yet on the on that particular exit, so it looks like a path you could walk.
Yeah, okay, so I think that was the path I took and went out. Or was it this one? I think I might have just gone to the same path again. I think I might be zoning out in a second.
Oh no, I think you're good.
Oh, excellent. Oh,
It looks like you're in, but I don't see you.
I'm in.
Here, let me zone out and back in. Maybe we're the zoning is pretty quick
Yeah.
on what it looks like. Actually, maybe you're me.
We may well be disappearing in different
Are you? Oh, you're heading down.
instances. I was by a small hole in the wall, in the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
rather, with rain coming down. Or water popping in, I should say.
All right.
So-
Ah, I think I found where you. Yep, I see where you're at.
Okay.
Give me a second. Oh, I see the. Stay at the hole in the ceiling. I'm gonna log out and back in, and see if one of us might be having a disconnect issue.
It's probably me. But yeah, so looks quite nice inside here.
We didn't get to show it in the video because we were in the team speak with the guys over at Saga of Lucimia, and we were actually I should put this on good. There we go. And we were playing with them. We took down world first Gargoyle boss.
We did.
Just done.
In fact, if I minimize,
It happened.
that's it on my screenshot right now. You can see it hopefully on the stream. That's the corpse of the big beast we killed.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be on the stream because I've got the screenshot up. And in fact, I should have. That's
And of
what he
course,
looked
the
like
inside
alive.
joke of "No, don't attack me."
Yeah, that'd be really annoying if it stayed as a taunt, though, wouldn't it? It's like, shut up, get killed by your own teammates.
Yeah, I see the screenshot on your video now.
Yeah, so it's the dead one. Then I've done a quick look at the one when it's alive and scary.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So let's go explore this dungeon, shall we?
Mm-hmm. All right. The lighting looks really good.
But yeah, there's multiple ways to go. Yeah, so as you can tell, you'll get lost in these places without a map, which of course you won't have.
It'd be interesting if they let us. I wonder if it's something they're gonna do. If they're gonna let us make maps.
They have talked about. I if I asked that in the early days, I did say it's going to be a cartography skill, and it's something they're thinking about because obviously in EverQuest there was no maps, but what happened is people had what they called EQ Atlas, which was a site you'd go to where people had drawn the maps out and stuff. So one way or another, maps will start appearing, and it kind of makes sense better to have them in game rather than have you minimize to look at it. But the
It'd be
key thing
neat
will
if
be
it's sold as an item too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like you
that's
go
exactly
in
it.
and
some
Oh,
making
I
some.
think you're getting near this one section that I just got to. Go ahead and walk out that door. I'm watching the stream.
That looks nice.
Yeah, the have you got to the section with the crystals?
Uh, no, I'm just looking at the two big pillars with big skeletons with wings on them.
Yep, that's where I was at.
I say, nice, lots of pillars in here. Yeah, this is a big old dungeon, a big place. But yeah, so cartography they were talking about, and I'd imagine they'll probably put something like that in. And the key difference would be obviously that even when you have a map, it won't be the handy ones you get these days where, oh, this is where you are with a big beaming, this is you, and this is the direction you're facing. You'll just have the map, so you'll be able to see what's around the zone, but you'll still have to make connections by looking around you to understand where on the map you're actually standing.
Mm.
So that would be a good way of having you a way to sort of try and see your way around, but still have to learn the various features so you can start working out where you are. Because that's the problem with games nowadays. You get quite lazy. You just turn on the map, see where you are. I mean, I'm so dependent on a mini map now; it's embarrassing. You know,
I really do like the idea of your character quote unquote drawing a map. Like as you're walking, it fills in, kind of like how some other games did uh, the fog of war. That as you walked over it, it would unview it, but not in such huge chunks. It'd be great if your character literally drew on a map, and as you walked, you explored more and more of the map. But you only made one at a time every time you explored it. So you could actually go through. Could you imagine cartographers going out and making maps of these things, detailed maps, and selling them to other players, going, hey, do you want to go down to that dungeon? I have a map. It'll cost you X amount of gold.
yeah. I'd imagine also maybe it'd be a case if you walk in a zone, you sort of come to a small ruins or something, and then might stand there and actually press an active cartography button, and you actually draw on your map where you found these ruins, and it might be like that. So it's actually a black canvas, and you just put key points in the map. I don't know how it would work if they did it, but that could be one way. And the more skillful you are at cartographer, the more you start putting on around, and so it becomes a more accurate map and more useful. And it becomes more like the maps you're kind of used to seeing. But at first, it might just be black canvas with like 6 or 7 points of interest on it that you've scribbled on, and then you have to use your compass or your sense heading to work out which direction you're going.
That would be neat. I just think it'd be so cool. But even with the maps, even if you did this cartography map, it would be neat if they didn't, like, even if you bought the map, yeah, you have the map, but you still have to navigate because your arrow will not appear on the map.
Yeah, and I
You
think
know what I mean?
I think you'll never get the arrow if they do the maps. You'll never be able to see where you are. You'll just have to work out from what you're looking at, and work out from there, which I'd be happy with. A map's more than enough, and then just make common sense. So you look at the map and where am I? Oh, there's the ruins right there. So I must be roughly here on the map. So if I turn this way and sense heading, I'm looking southeast. So if I go this way, I should get to the other point of interest I wanted to get to. That way, as I say, it's a mix between having a map so you know where you want to go, but still having to work it all out yourself.
Right. That would be really neat. Definitely bring back everyone always says in games that they don't have exploration in the game. They don't have this. Well, the way they build games nowadays is the reason we don't have exploration, because you know exactly where you are at every point in time.
Yeah, exactly. Although they did, funny enough, talk about the idea of cartographer being able to actually sell fake maps. So they intentionally make a crap map and sell it to someone. So using a map that's not even accurate, you're turning up all over the place.
That's awesome.
So buy it at your own risk.
Let's see.
Oh, no, that's right.
Where are you at now? I actually just went through a door and fell through the world.
No, I
I
haven't
think I
done
found that door they said was bugged.
Yeah, right, I buy some crystals in a corner. I went down to the bottom. I think I got as far as you can go, but there was another way I could go earlier, but I can't remember which way that was.
Hopping back in. The work on the dungeon, especially for throwaway content, because for those who don't know, I know we've had some people look at these videos and go, oh, this is this, whatever. This is all throwaway content to test systems. We are very much in a a sandbox, if you will, that's meant to be destroyed and checked out, and it's not at all what the final zones are going to look like. A lot of this stuff is just being made for us to test, and then it's going to be thrown away.
Yeah, I'd imagine they'll use it as a trial area for free trials later on, rather than actually literally discard it. I know he calls it throwaway content, but it would make sense to have as like a newbie say, "Hey, try a game for free. Sort of, you're separate to the rest of the world. Come and have a little run around."
Right. It'd be neat if we were talking earlier, if they would do something along the lines of, for nostalgia, for the people who were in the game before. I think it'd be neat if they added these things in, such as the taunt that we were making fun of earlier, and like even this entire zone. It would be neat if they added it back into the game somehow, in like even its current state, as a just a, hey, look, here you go. And the reason I say that is make it like an entire world stuck in a crystal or something like that. You know what I mean?
Some crazy alternative place you turn up.
Yeah, just like, oh, Wizard was, making this thing, and now he dropped this crystal. He's making an alternate reality, and it's unfinished. But this is what he has. I don't know. I think it'd be neat to see it as a, hey, look, that's what he has, and everyone who looks at it go, wow, I didn't know you could do this world building. Like, he was trying to create a world, but for everyone else who was in these tests would look at it and go,
I know that place.
Hey, I recognize that. I love when they put Easter eggs into these games, especially from early development and things like that.
Oh, server restart coming.
Looks like we have a server restart coming.
How rude. In that case, I'm going to plummet down here and see what's off the edge of this bridge. Ah. Oh, I'm not allowed. In that case, there's probably nothing below.
Probably nothing
So
yet.
Probably just as
Right.
well they can't chop down. No, I do
that's
like the
awesome.
dungeon. I like the pillars, the room with all the pillars, and the one that's sort of slanted, damaged. It's nice, and a nice tall roof. There's always something about making a dungeon feel epic when you can look up and it's quite a distance between your head and the ceiling.
Right.
Just makes it kind of big scale.
I
to
completely agree. Scale is a good way of showing how epic something is, or making people feel that way.
But yeah, so this is the last test before their break until next year, where they'll be changing some of their engine, weren't they? Going to, I can't remember what is it Forge or Forb something? So they're changing
Yes, they're also
so
changing their network infrastructure as well.
That's the one, yeah.
So that's going to be coming up very, very, very soon as well. I forget what they were talking about. It's on the forums. They talked about switching over to a different type of networking infrastructure and cloud computing.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. It means they go back a bit because they have to sort of reorganize everything. But it should mean they get a cleaner and more easily adjusted coding in future, from what I understand. Because apparently they do too much custom code at the moment. So
I know we have an interview coming out with them early in the next year too, because I just was talking to Renfail about it, and we're going to be having an interview with the SOL developers, talking about the game, what they're doing, what their motivation is, where we're going from here, all that fun stuff over on Dungeon Crawler Network. Which I'm really excited about.
That'll be awesome, and hopefully by then they give some more information about the new server network and everything.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot we'll be able to ask and dig into. And the thing about these developers, they're great guys. Like, they're in our TeamSpeak right now, just chatting with us all. Like, they are very open. They are very much going, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And a lot of the reasons why we want to do this interview is not necessarily for our own questions as much as we would like to hear, get other people into the thing and find out about this game that we are insanely excited about, and giving the developers an opportunity to chat about it, what they're changing.
Yeah, so it certainly should be a lot of fun. Get everyone else a bit more information about what's going on. I'm sure people got a lot of questions. In fact, if anyone sees this and have their own questions they want to ask, by all means contact us and we can sort of stock them up.
Oh,
More,
yeah.
more ideas, the merrier.
Yeah, if you got any questions, send it to contact@dungeoncrawlernetwork.com. If you have any questions for the team, that'll be coming out early next year. So definitely, if you got anything, let us know. We'll pass it along. Looks like they restarted the server, so
Yeah,
all right.
server down. So, oh, and all the chat functions are working at the moment now. Tells, groups, yells, out
Yes.
of character.
Yes.
So,
Combat is there, as you can see on the stream from the screenshot that he had up. You can see people attacking and doing damage and everything like that. So
yeah, so it's obviously fairly basic at the moment, but it's all there to be tested and help make sure things are working as they should. A few bugs here and there we found, but usually resolved with the usual the tried and tested method of log out, log back in again. As we've probably
yep.
done in many an MMO. So this isn't working. Try logging out. Come back in again.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
That's it.
Right on, right on. Excellent. Well, this was actually a really fun test because we actually got to sit down with the developers. We were running around trying to find this mob that they had hidden in the world, and got to explore their dungeon, which was gorgeous.
Go in the tavern.
And the tavern, yes. I actually didn't get a chance to go in the tavern. How was the tavern?
Oh, the tavern looked really nice. I like the tavern.
Nice.
Cool.
Is that where we're going to be hanging out when the game comes out?
Well, yeah, that's where you're going to be finding your groups. Sitting in the tavern, trying to find people to go adventure with.
Oh, I'm being a full crafter like I am in ESO. Forget that. I'll be like, I can't adventure. I got swords to make.
Well, the tavern where you get your friends, so you can go and kill the creatures local, so you can get the resources you need then.
I'll just have to pay people like you to go do that, and then you
That's
bring it
true.
back, and then I make a sword out of it and upcharge the heck out of it and sell it to people. I'll sell
Yeah.
it right back to you for like 3 times the worth.
That's it. No, I expect a freebie. I get it made, then you get to use your skill ups on the stuff I give you.
Oh, I see. That's how this is
how it
going to
works.
work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
But yeah. Oh,
All right.
If anyone is interested, by the way, of the saga, obviously we are currently, the saga team are playing on EverQuest 1, the Project 99 server. So if you want to be able to interact with various people, including the devs, by all means, pop into EverQuest 1 like the old days if you played it or didn't. We've got a few people who've never played before playing. Hell, almost every night I'm usually in a group with Tim himself. So I'm sitting there in EverQuest, camped out, fighting with the lead man on Saga of Lucimia. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a good laugh. We've got the guild's growing quite nicely over there, actually. So if you do want to dip in while we wait for this game to come out, it's a fun place to hang around.
Absolutely. So yeah, head on over, join up with the forums at least, sagaoflucemia.com. Sign up with the forums. You don't have to do anything to sign up or to actually, be on the forums, but just hop on out, check out the community, see what they're doing, and make yourself at home.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. That's the end of this quick little stream, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Good night, people.
Good night, everybody.